How about them Canes?
How about them? Raise up, North Carolina.
Not going away that easy. It's going to take a heck of a lot more than that.
You want to talk about no quit in New York?
No quit in Carolina.
How about no quit in Carolina? Come on. Take your shirt off, unless you're in a car right now.
Heck, if you can do it safely. Wait for a red light. Pull over if you have to. The Canes ended a whole bunch of streaks on Saturday. They scored a power play goal.
Yep. Brady Shea of all people.
They are not going 0 for the series in the power play. Oh, no. Did it take all the way to the third period, and did I start to think that maybe they were? You're darn right. But they are not going 0 for the series. They won a one-goal game in a meaningful postseason game. It's been a while. Igor Shesterkin gave up 4 goals in a postseason game. It's been a while.
1 goal in the first 4 minutes.
There it is.
On a slap shot of all things.
There was a lot of therapeutic release in that game. A lot of, like, it was almost like an exhale into a quick inhale, right? Because you score the power play goal, you're like, whew, finally, right? Metaphorical monkey off your back. You've gotten it. And then immediately, because you got to finish the game and go win, right? You attack, you score, and it's, yes, you're up by 2, and then immediately, because it's tied back up again.
Tim, I know you like movies.
Love movies.
For the past 3 games, we went from being in a glass box of emotions to just kicking that glass box door wide open.
There you go.
Saying, I'm back, baby.
Milk was a bad choice. There was a different energy for the Canes in a lot of different ways. And maybe something was awakened by the fact that they were truly backs against the wall. Maybe that's what it took. But Game 4 was different. Here's Jake Gensel on Fighting for Their Lives.
This is what we got to do. We got to make sure we're fighting for our lives here. So whatever it takes, every inch out there is going to be tough for us. So we got to make it tough on them, and just like we did that tonight.
The irony was the power play was 1,000 times better. I thought they were better at shots on net. I thought they were being more aggressive. The power play was better, and then they only get 2 chances. All the games when the power play stinks, they get 5 chances. The games where the power play looks like it's going to be scoring 40%, they get 2 chances. They convert one of them. Brady Shea, as you heard Graham mention, a pretty darn important goal in the series. But still, we need to mix the two. You need to be aggressive. You need to draw the penalties. You need to lure and bait the Rangers into creating power plays for your team. And then you need to play them like you did in Game 4. Canes took it to them early. They weathered the storm in the middle, and they fought back enough to win. I'd take that every single time, obviously, because it's a win. Could we nitpick? Yes, and we will. I mean, they held 2 separate 2-goal leads, and it still ended up tied late in the game. So there's things to work on. Do not get me wrong. There's things to work on. But a win is a win is a win is a win.
Going back to giving up that 2-goal lead, is it kind of bad that during that first period when they went up 3-1, I was kind of sitting there thinking to myself, like, uh-oh. I can just tell this third period is going to be messy.
Well, yeah, and like, obviously, this is one of those things where I don't want anyone to take it as you shouldn't go up early, but there is always that moment where you're like, there's still a lot of hockey left to be played. That, like, this one is far from over, even though you take a commanding lead early.
Well, just to give credit where credit's due, not to take anything away from the Hurricanes, but we have just seen so many times in this series the New York Rangers make the necessary push. They make the necessary adjustments and give credit where credit's due to head coach Peter Laviolette.
And again, for those of you that watch the national broadcast, we have, as fans of the Canes, a ton of things to nitpick and a ton of things where it's like, why do they keep putting that graphic up? Why do they keep showing that? Why don't they give the other side of the story? This time, the graphic that was put up there seemingly every 2 seconds was how many come-from-behind victories the Rangers had in both the regular season and in the postseason, and they just kept showing it. I'm like, I get it. They can come back. I get it.
That or Igor Shesterkin has not allowed more than 3 goals in his playoff career.
And then they didn't put the graphic up after they scored the 4th.
Yeah.
They didn't
put his streak's broken.
They didn't tell the story that they had built up. They built the suspense the whole time. At least not that I saw. Can we talk about the depth guys?
Yes. Fourth line production. Let's go.
Steph Nason played less than 7 minutes. Scored a goal on a very Steph Nason goal. Just in the mix, down into his office, gritty, grimy, greasy goal. Evgeny Kuznetsov played about 8.5 minutes. Scored a goal. This is what I mean when it's all hands on deck, right? Yeah, Aho, yeah, Gensel, they're going to have their points, right? You're going to get something from a very, very goal-scoring blue line. You're going to get something there, but you need the others. You need the, oh, yeah, we didn't bank on that to beat the Rangers.
This is why you go all in at the trade deadline, not for a situation like this where you find yourself down 3-0, but in a situation where now you're kind of pulling away and digging yourself out of your grave.
How funny would it be if they were like, we made the trade for Kuznetsov because if you ever find yourself down 3-0, you might need a goal from somebody that plays less than 9 minutes. That's forethought right there from Don Waddell. My point is this. When you find yourself in these games where your back is truly against the wall, it's everybody, right? There's the guys you depend on and expect. Yes, like Sebastian Aho scoring a goal. I don't want to say you take it for granted, but you take it for granted, right? Jake Gensel, point production, at least over the last 3 games, you take it for granted. There's nobody there taking a Stephen Nason goal for granted, even though he's been great at finding the back of the net in the postseason. Nobody is taking a Kuzi goal for granted because, heck, he was a healthy scratch not that long ago. You need everybody. That, like, the things that were missing for the first 3 games of the season, right? Or the series, excuse me, not season. The things that were missing were everybody kind of making a contribution. Power play, penalty kill. These were the things that were missing in the first 3 games. They show up in game 4, and guess what? You win the game, right? It doesn't have to be more difficult than that. When you have advantages, take advantage of them. That's why they call them advantages. You have the man advantage, take advantage of it. You need contributions from everyone, get contributions from everyone, you win the game. Even with, and we'll go over this in a second, a goalie who I think wasn't on his P's and Q's.
Yeah.
You're still able to find the win. Now, and we're going to have to talk about this also, what's the difference between a 4-0 loss in a series and a 4-1 loss in a series? Not a ton in the eyes of history. The game 4 win is only as valuable as you make it in game 5, 6, and 7. It's only as valuable as how much you build off of it. It's only as valuable as how much confidence you get. It's only as valuable as how much of it travels to Madison Square Garden. Tonight. This is the beauty of the NHL playoffs, right? It's the treadmill is just speeding up and speeding up and speeding up.
Never slows down. It only goes faster.
Right? We have to break down the game from the weekend, preview the game from tonight, and hopefully set us up for a game 6 back here in Raleigh.
I got my work cut out for me today. I'm going to have to be doing a quick reset on YouTube and the best of the Drive with Tim Donnelly podcast because we got to go. We rolled right into Stormwatch tonight.
And in a lot of ways, it's going to be stale, right? This show ends at 6. Game starts at 7, by the way, right here on 99.9 The Fan, Hockey Night in Carolina. Stormwatch, as you mentioned, with Adam Gold begins at 6. Like, as soon as this show's over, all this preview stuff, it's going to be review stuff for tomorrow, good, bad, or indifferent. So the Canes can't take any time to celebrate. There's no, hey, we got a power play goal, way to go. It's like one high five and on to the next power play.
Yeah.